everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Becoming the Product. Thank you so much for joining in. And my name is Naya, and I'll be your host today. And today's topic is all what we call first challenges. Now, these are issues that I faced during my transition and how I have been solving it. Anyway, during the first stages though, because I'm still transitioning, so initially when I started transitioning, the first challenges I faced. So I broke it into 4 major parts. The first one was too many information regarding product management. Now, like I said in earlier episodes, product management is very vast. There are a lot of people online with a variety of opinions as to what they do, and because of their different industries or the different products or services they are managing, the content they put out is kind of different. So it can get a little bit confusing and it can get very overwhelming. So this was my case initially because it was so many information to take in all at once. So what I did to solve that problem was that I decided to align my focus kind of in all the people that I followed or all the people that I was using their content to read. I selected just about 5 of them and I focused on those 5. Yes, the other ones are interesting. The other ones help you, but I didn't use those ones to be my basis for product management, if that makes sense. I read their content once in a while just to have a fresh view of things, but so that not to be overwhelmed or too confused, I focused on the top 5 that I felt were easy for me to understand, felt a little bit more general that I could apply in any situation and all of that. So that was how I solved that information overload kind of. The second challenge I faced was limited hands-on experience. Now, whenever you check like a product manager job description, even though it's an entry-level position, they will tell you that you need to have at least a year experience or 2 years experience. And I'm trying to get this experience, people. I have what you call industry experience. I've worked in a bank for 8 years. I have the skills. I have customer service. I have marketing. I have all that. But I don't actually have experience managing a product or building a product or seeing, at least from ideation to launch, I don't have that. So it was kind of dampening my spirit that how will I be able to get this experience before it's time for me to start applying. And there was this newsletter I follow from Temi. Shout out to her. She's this remote queen. And there was this episode where she said that if you don't have these experiences that they're asking for, you need to create it. And that kind of lit a light bulb. I was like, if you don't have it, create it. So I changed my mindset as in like 360. I decided to focus on building a portfolio while I was learning. So whatever concept I learned or whatever thing I'm doing, I had to look for a way to translate it into building or creating the experience that I needed to create. Since I don't have physical experience, I had to be able to translate everything and be able to tell a story as to why I am available for this job and I can do it, even though I don't have the years of experience they're asking for. But what I have done so far will make me a match for it. So that was how I solved that challenge. So right now, I am trying to do things to help me express my skills, help me express what I'm learning so far as a product manager, so I can be on the same level as someone who has had years of experience, if that makes sense. The third challenge I faced was whenever you check PMs, most of the roles you see were very technical. People with software backgrounds, engineering backgrounds, thinking that I needed to learn code, actually. It was very scary because I don't have a technical background. I have a first degree from Obafemi Awolowo University in psychology. I have a master's degree from a university in France, ESX School of Management in International Business. I legit don't know anything regarding computers or anything very technical. So it's kind of scary as to, okay, how am I going to learn this technical aspect of product management without being too technical? And I was doing one of my group mentorships in people in product Slack community channel. You guys should follow them as well. When Roger Norton was giving his, I don't want to use lecture, but session, he was answering some questions. And this question popped up, like, how technical do you need to be a product manager? And he was like, you don't need to learn excessively, like learn how to code. Like, if you can do it, fine. If you have that background, fine. But you don't need to do all that. But you need to be you need to speak their language, if that makes sense. You need to be able to understand some certain concepts of technicalities regarding product management. So he listed out a few things to do. He said, for a product manager, that he would advise to stick to these three main things. SQL, I already had this in mind to actually do like a course on that. Databases, learn how to write queries and all. Also learn web stack and APIs and authentication. So this is how I'm solving this problem. I know I can't be as technical as you want me to be, but since I've streamlined that, if I'm able to grasp at least one of these three concepts, I should be fine. So I'm looking for courses or ways to improve on this skill. And the last challenge I faced was certification courses being expensive. Now, like I said before, product management is not like a course that you go to university, you study, although there are some universities that kind of offer it now. But I can't go back to the university. I didn't want to go back to school. Trust me. I needed to be able to do, like, if it's a boot camp or something, 6 weeks, 3 months, grab it quickly, then start applying it. But when I checked and did my research, the ones I wanted to do were so expensive. They were not even in my currency. And it was kind of dampening initially. But then I came across some Nigerian companies that actually offer it. Case in question will be Treford. Shout out to them as well. Treford, when I was looking for product management courses in the beginning of 2023, they had already started, so I was kind of late. But so that I wouldn't be at home doing nothing, I decided to do product marketing because that was the one that was up. And I was like, I already have a background in marketing, so it would be easy for me to like grasp this and I see how it works with product management. So I did product marketing bootcamp for 6 weeks, and it was such a fun class. So many fun things to do, as in I really enjoyed that class. And a few weeks into the course, I saw Tech for Devs scholarship for product management. I was like, ooh, this is fun. The application process, it's crazy because you have people from all over Africa. Like, it can be as high as 20 something thousand people. So you needed to be very thorough with your application. So I was like, okay, since I'm already doing product marketing, let's see how we can apply for Tech for Dev. And I started the application for Tech for Dev and I got to the first stage. So when my product marketing course finished, I was like, okay, since this has been concluded and I've already gotten into the first stage of Tech for Dev, I decided to go through that route. So it's not just, if you have the money to pay for courses, fine, but you can actually do your research. There are some courses that offer free scholarship regarding some of these technical skills that you might want to learn. And it was so interesting to me that my application was always on point because I needed this, this was what I've been looking for weeks, and it just came out like that. Also, Dev Career popped up as well, and I was like, okay, instead of putting all my eggs in one basket, I decided to apply to the 2 of them, and lucky for me, I got 2 of them. So I'm currently enrolled in 2 programs, hoping to finish by the end of this early next year, first quarter of next year. And I also wanted to say the product marketing course I did was not a waste, because even in my classes now in Dev Career, my facilitator mentioned, Mr. Philip, shout out to you as well. He mentioned that product management is all about 3 major things: product strategy, product development, and product marketing. That day, needed to see the way my mouth popped. I was like, this product marketing that I thought that I didn't need is actually part of what I needed to learn. And that goes to say that continuous learning is very key in this life. You need to be open to learning. You need to understand anything you learn is not a waste, and to come in handy one way or the other. So this is one of my 2 bits to you. Always have that mindset. of continuous learning. Try to learn something, even though as small as it is, try to learn something a day. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope some people can relate to some challenges they are facing. Let's hear it in the comments. Let's hear it everywhere. I really love to hear your feedback, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you so much. Have a good week.